Hello, YouTube. So I'm in Canada, and when my kids were young, so this is the Canada map. This is local Google.com site. When my kids were small, and I have to spend nights with them sitting on a chair at the ER emergency room in the hospital for children. And I'm curious to compare the Canadian healthcare, which is supposed to be free, with other places. I have here a map. This is New York City. So there is a hospital in New York City, United States. I do also, so this is New York if you want. I also will comment on UK, United Kingdom, England, a children hospital. I found another hospital in Russia, Children's Hospital, one in Spain, Hong Kong, and India, the last one on this bunch. So I just want to compare this amazing country, Canada, quote, quote, amazing country, that the conditions in hospitals, basically when you go with your kid, this happens absolutely to every parent. You go with your kid, the emergency room could be through the day, through the night, at any time. Let's just compare the reviews. And if you want, we can go just here and compare. This is one of the two children's hospital in Montreal, Canada, is the French province of Canada. If you compare the negative bar, 1 star, it's the same length as the 5. And when you go on Amazon too, try to read first the negatives, because that's perhaps where the truth is being hidden. And the way to look on this it's Google Maps if you want. You have a sort button here and just go for the lowest rating. It's going to point you only the lowest reviews. Obviously, there are good reviews as well, but I'm looking for the problems here, not for the positives. You will notice that almost every single one of these reviews by parents are talking by, look at this, 15 hours of wait time on a seat bench. If you want, you can check for images. This at least had some bench, but the place where I was had only seats. 15 hours to sit with a child on that. A sick child, that is, right? So let's just scroll a little bit more and I'll show the other countries as well in a moment. 15 hours, this one, 2 hours, 2 hours. Let's just go 1 hour. So it's always very, very long wait time, 7 hours. My experience was overnight, at least once. So it's 12 hours. Think about it. With a child, it's a small child, could be 2, 3 years old, could be 6 months old, 6 month year old, sitting 7, 8, 10, 15, 12 hours on a chair, 18 hours. This is insane. This you need to really get such experience yourself to understand what that means. Try to sit with your child at home for 30 minutes on a chair, on an uncomfortable chair, and you'll extend that to several hours. So this is Canada. It's shocking. It doesn't make any sense. If you look at these reviews, you scroll through them, it has been like this forever, as long as I remember, many years. Yes, the amazing Canada. Yeah, you need to know a couple of things like this. Let's just switch to New York, because it looks to me, maybe I'm not, I didn't live in the United States, but so this is New York City, just because there's they also obviously have hospitals, children hospitals, and it seems to be something similar. And in the United States, it's not a free healthcare system. You need to have insurance. Perhaps ER, it's different, I don't know, but also they appear to be talking about very long wait times. Just scrolling through this, but they are complaining about much less waiting times, but still complaining. I mean, sitting with a child on a seat, on a chair, many hours is just is terrible. It's horrific. So again, they are complaining 7 hours. This is hopefully some people that are willing to immigrate to United States or Canada, some people from poorer countries in this world are going to watch this video and think twice. You are really dreaming about this amazing health and amazing rich countries and so on. So anyhow, this is the United States. Again, it's not fun. Perhaps it's less worth than Canada. Let's just switch to other places in this planet. I just picked up a few that I just got through my brain at this very moment. United Kingdom, I heard good things about them. And if you look at this, it's just one of their hospitals. Very small negative bar, very, very small compared to the positive. If you go here, let's just go again for the negatives. You will notice that is not necessarily a problem with wait time, but more the way it's just basically the way, oh, this one 9 hours, but you need to read a little bit more, but it's more than management of the situation. So let's just say checked in at 12. They are complaining about 2-3 hours of wait time. Compare that to 12 hours in Canada, and so let's see, seen for 2 hours. They are complaining about much less wait time, much less. But perhaps the health system in United Kingdom, it's better. I should have tried it. Paris in France is much better managed than in Canada. In Canada, the health system is garbage. It's illogical, and plus, contrary to United States, you cannot sue a doctor in Canada unless it's really someone died and it's really very, very obvious, like a mistake from the doctor was drunk or whatever. So you cannot really sue pretty much anything in Canada. In the United States, it's quite the opposite. You can sue everything. Anyhow, so I'm moving now to, it's Russia. Well, actually, is it? I'm not sure which city in Russia, but it's within Russia. Again, the smaller bar compared to the positive ones. Yeah, these are the negatives one. You can try, it's a translation. Usually it's pretty well done. But again, there is not a lot of talk about wait time at the ER. So that tells me it's not a problem, at least with the way children are being received at the ER, emergency room. So Russia seems to be doing good, at least in this aspect. I'm not saying Russia is a great place to be sick, but Spain, I think this is Barcelona. Is that Barcelona? Or yeah, anyhow, it's a big city in Spain. The negative is not fun to watch. Negative bar. Not sure what they are complaining about it. It's again perhaps more the way they are being treated. Oh, look at this. They are complaining about 3 hours waiting in the emergency room. It really makes me genuinely laughing at this. Look at this. It's weird. It's weird to laugh on such matter, but laughing at someone complaining about one and a half hour waiting when we wait overnight. And I'm not saying it's an exception when I say overnight. I did stay with my kids back then, and all other parents were staying in the same situation. They were all waiting for hours to no end, unless their kid is like suffocating, has really something like that life-threatening situation. You are just going to spend your night in that I call it torture room. Anyhow, so they are mostly complaining about perhaps the way the situation is taken care of, but not about wait time. Let's just move. I have 2 more tabs here. China. I tried to find something in China. I think it's actually Hong Kong, but it's part of China, but it's not necessarily managed the same way. Very small negative bar, quite a few in between, but I would say that they don't complain that much from 10 to 4. Yeah, it's quite a few hours to wait, but I just don't have a lot of text saying many things. So it really looks, it's more like perhaps the way the doctors will treat you or so, not a wait time. Hong Kong, who knows how the rest China is? Maybe if you know a bit about it. I want to finish with India. I don't know what's going on here. Is this look at the reviews also? You need to maybe check the numbers. If it's only two, maybe just look elsewhere. Look up for the bigger place. 8,000 reviews, almost no negative. I was like, and this is Mumbai, could be Mumbai, yeah, Mumbai, a big city in India, not the capital, but it's a big city. I was like, is this cheating? Is this honest in any way? But it cannot be cheating. I don't know how do you cheat this. If someone has something negative to say, unless Google is removing the reviews, it will appear here. But obviously this is going to be a very, very big number here, maybe like 7,500 reviews. So there are still some negatives here, even if the bar is small, they are still reported to the big number. But it doesn't seem like there is like wait time. It's more like situations like doctor mistakes or so. So yeah, this is just blood test. He's complaining about being too long to receive the results for the blood test. It's more technical complaining, and perhaps who knows, there have been more traumatized situation with children and stuff like this, but it doesn't seem to be badly managed, at least from this kind of picture that you can get from Google. I'm not obviously living there, but it doesn't seem to be that bad. So India is a very, very populous place, right? So there can be a way to manage these things in a more reasonable way, in a more human way. And I have to say that's not what's happening in Canada. It's just, it's beyond shocking, to be honest. I'm not saying because it's Canada, it has to be brilliant in everything, but it's just way too worst. I mean, way too bad. Let's just go for Paris. I'm curious. I'll try to see if I have a near Paris, France. I'm curious. I do remember hearing that the France basically have very good healthcare system. Well, I didn't check ahead. I don't know. This one is for children. Necker Hospital. I don't know if it's this for children or not. And by the way, see, I did use this button, and you can select whatever you want, but there is also this button, search here. So basically you go, and I think, yeah, you click on that button. So it's like you have a small, loop, magnifying glass, and just search waiting. Let's just say we're waiting, and press enter on the keyboard. Again, these are translations. So, okay, total time 10 hours wait time. Not good, not good. Waiting time was okay. Let's see, 2 hours wait time. So there is some wait time, but if you let me go, maybe in French waiting it's attente, or maybe let's see this and see what happens. Yes, waiting 3 hours. It's complaining for 3 hours. They are really angry about it. Okay, 9 hours. Yeah, that starts being long. 2 hours and a half. That's not too much. Maybe 6 hour waiting. 7. Yes. So it's a problem up there, but it kind of varies. It's not maybe that horrible compared to Canada, but 8 hours, yeah, I would say is not cool. It's not good. It's not good in France either. So yeah, just passing this word. When I see this, it is difficult. You may want to complain not to the hospital, but maybe to the minister or something like this, to politicians, to journals, to televisions. Maybe make a small video in the emergency room if you are waiting there, and send them to your local TV stations. In Canada, I know it's a problem with the way the health system is managed. It's just the structure of the system, which is very poor. It's leaking a lot of money, has poor resources, very few doctors. The school doesn't want to form more doctors, so they keep very high salaries. So it's the whole concept that it's not working well, and still it's free. And I don't know, maybe there is good points about it, but there are really bad downsides. All right, let us know in the comment section, and when this happens, don't hesitate to complain. Complain, so things have to change. 5 hours waiting with a child on or a chair or a seat, it's not normal by any kind of standards. Thanks for watching.